So you heard me talk about my granny a little bit. So what had happened? She's still granny to me, okay? But she's truly my aunt. My mom was abused when she was younger, and my granny had went and adopted my mom when she was younger. Her and Papa had raised her. My pawpaw, he done passed away. He was always on the road with the truck that I know of, and I don't know much about my mama. But the fact is, this story is about my granny and papa. When I was younger, my daddy was working, Granny and papa was always taking care of me when they can. They went to my t-ball games, and I was papa's little, what do you call it, sidekick on the football field. I had my own little jersey and everything. And, I stood by his side up until just about a couple weeks before he passed away. But anyways, my granny, she's still living, okay? She's 80-something years old to this day, 2024. She has Alzheimer's or dementia, and I've been pushing myself away when I shouldn't have. I try to take the kids up there when I have a chance, but all due respect, I stay away because my mom is always up there. So here soon, I'm going to take my granny to Cracker Barrel for a late birthday present, because that's something her and Papa used to do. That's something her and my cousin Cameron used to do. And somebody's got to take her, Take care of those who took care of you. That's how I put it. And y'all know, if y'all take care of me, when I get the chance, I always take care of you. Always. But my granny's basically given up on life. She doesn't even remember where the post office is, which is right down the road from her. She's not allowed to drive. Somebody has to take her places. Well, that somebody, which is my mother, was supposed to take Granny to the graveyard every week for Papa's grave and Cameron's grave and Debbie's and Tina's, Danny's, and who else knows. Supposed to take her to pay bills, which she does that once a month. Bills are always once a month. Everybody knows this. But the fact is that my granny lied to my best friend about co-signing for my mama to get a new car. My mama had a wreck, okay? And nobody knows the truth about that story, but she shouldn't be driving anymore. That's just my point of view. That's just my opinion. Y'all know I can't stand my mom. Y'all know this. But I tried to tell my mom that she needs to go to the police department and get the video footage from the convenience store that the wreck was in front of. She wouldn't do it, so her insurance would not pay for the wreck. Because the cops were saying, oh, the electrical was out, your blinker's not working, or your lights or some shit. And I'm like, it's a 2003 Blazer, okay? 2003 Blazer. The electrical box is on the left. When you're facing the car, the Blazer, it's on the left side. Well, that's the side she got hit on. And she got wrote up a ticket because she supposedly ran a red light. I don't know the whole story, so I'm not getting into it. But my granny, she's been there, even though she doesn't realize it. She was my daddy's, her and Papa both was my daddy's go-to when he needed a babysitter, when, say for instance, my mom was in the hospital, or, you know, if he needed to go to work, or he'd actually bring me to Granny and Papa's house while he took a nap before work, just so I was taken care of. And you know, they say when grandparents die, the rest of the family just drifts off. I get that, because after Papa Floyd Hobby died, all my cousins, all my aunts and uncles basically disappeared. Like, they have nothing to do with me. Like, we don't get together or nothing. It's kind of crazy how things work in life. Us cousins should be together, putting together stuff for my granny, since she's the only one living, and, you know, with dementia or Alzheimer's. I invited my granny to my daughter's 5th birthday party because she ain't been out of the house. It was nice spending time with her. Hell, I called her on the phone the other day, take her to Cracker Barrel. She wrote it down in her little calendar. And next day she told me, she said, "Sarah, I can't go." I said, "Well, why not, Granny?" "Well, I just got something to do. I can't go." So in my point of view, guys, long story short, I think she told my mom that I was taking her out to eat. My mom got jealous, and my mom told her that she had other stuff to do. That really pisses me off, that I've come to that conclusion. My mom hates seeing other people happy. And that's all I care about. I'm like the opposite. Why are people like this? Why? Like, okay, when my grandma and grandpa died, both of them on my dad's side of the family, okay? There's, you know, the grandparents keep the families alive or whatever, but you know, I've actually been to my dad's house, and my aunts and uncles actually put it together to where I can see everybody that lives in Wisconsin. You know how amazing that is? We always meet up at the 4th of July. We always meet up when I was a kid at Michelle's house for, you know, a barbecue or something. That's how everybody got together. And still to this day, everybody gets together up there. They include me. They still send me invites. And I can't make it because my kids are in school, for one. 2, I don't have the money. And the thing is, I don't like going alone because I would rather stay with my family. I didn't even go to my grandparents' funeral. The only one I went to was Papa's. Papa Hobby. And Aunt Tina's and Aunt Debbie's. I went to theirs. And it's sad how what the economy's come to today. Like, my granny, I think if she doesn't have dementia, she would be able to drive. She would be able to, you know, go with me to Cracker Barrel without my mother's decisions. My mom makes all of her decisions for her, and that's the sad thing about it. Like, it's not fair. A granddaughter that's just wanting to spend time with her granny before she passes away. But if you want more stories, don't forget to push that follow button, subscribe, comment, like it, do whatever you gotta do. Peace.